Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I will talk about the topic binomial nomenclature. What is the meaning of binomial? Bi is used for two things and nomial is for name. So two names together, they are assigned to living organisms. Nomenclature means is to assign the name. So how we will define binomial nomenclature? Binomial nomenclature is the method that is generally used to give scientific names to living organisms. So example for this one is allium and cepa. This name is given to onion. Now two names are given. What will be that first name? First name represents genus, and second name it represents species. So this is the binomial nomenclature when the genus and species they are written together for any organism so that will be known as the binomial nomenclature. So binomial means two names, and the plants or the animal species first name is the genus and second name will be the species. And who proposed this system of binomial nomenclature? It was Carolus Linnaeus in 1753 who proposed system of binomial nomenclature, and his era was from 1707 to 1778 AD. So, sorry, the 17 is extra here, so it is 1778. What are the rules of binomial nomenclature? So first rule is that all scientific names they are usually printed in italics. So whenever we will write in computer or in any software, so we will use italic font for botanical or scientific names. For example, for human, Homo sapiens name is used, and both these terms they are in italics. And for onion, allium cepa word is used, and both of these terms these are italics. Allium represents genus and cepa represents species. In case of the Homo sapiens, Homo represents genus and sapiens represents species. What is the second rule? That when we will write in our handwriting, then it is not possible for most of the people that they can write in italics. So what is the other rule? That the other rule is there is the provision of the rule that these botanical names or scientific names they can be underlined. For Homo sapiens, this is the scientific name, zoological name, and allium cepa is botanical name. So we will use the word scientific names. Homo can be written as H with if we are writing the same will be written Homo, and then sapiens it is A, SAPIENS. So when this name is written in handwriting, Homo will be separately underlined and sapiens will be separately underlined. We cannot underline all the two names together with a single line. This will be incorrect. So the proper way is to underline Homo separately and sapiens separately. So the generic name will always begin with a capital letter. So here we will see that for allium, A is in capital letter and LIUM is in the small letters. The species name is never capitalized. If we see here allium and then cepa is written, so cepa is a species. C is not a capital. From C to A, CEPA, all these letters they are written in small letters. So the scientific name is generally written in full when first time it is written. For example, Escherichia coli is written in full, genus and species name is written in full, or it may be abbreviated if in the paragraph first time it is mentioned as a full name, but second time, when the next time we will mention about Escherichia coli, we don't need to write it in full for the genus only, not for the species. So it will be written with E dot and coli. We cannot write species in abbreviation. Please remember this point, that species will be written as it is and only the genus can be abbreviated. So E. coli can be written, but when it will be written? When first time we mention as a full name, so second time in the same paragraph or in the whole text we will just write E. coli. So sometimes the organism names, they are named in an honor of the person who described for the first time and who classified these organisms. So Bohin was the scientist. He was from the Swiss botanist, and he first time gave name to this ornamental tree which is grown in South Asia. Its local name in Pakistan is Kachnar, and Bohenia name was assigned in honor of Bohin. So the botanical name is Bohenia variegata. Bohenia is the genus, variegata is the species. So what is the significance of binomial nomenclature, and why we use scientific names? Why scientific names are important? Why we do not use other common names which are in other languages, like in English, in French, in German, in Japanese? So why we do not use those names? One of the reasons that common names, they are so many, so they cause problems, while scientific name is just a one name and it is universal, all over the world everybody knows about it. So here is the explanation that what are the problems with the common names and why the scientific name is used. So one of the points, that different regions, they have different names for same organism. For onion, there are four names in different regions of Pakistan: Pyaz, Basal, Wasal, and sometimes Ganda is also used. And other countries, they definitely have other names also for same onion. While a botanical, just a single name is universally accepted, that is Allium cepa. So different organisms, they have just one common name. For example, blackbird is used for crow and raven. So crow is different than the raven. The tail of the crow in appearance is feather like, and the tail of the raven is triangular. So these two are different, but the blackbird name is given. So similarly, I remember one of the examples, one of the plants in KPK, it is known as harmal in Pashto language, and harmal seeds are used for as a smoke in houses as insect repellent and for the to remove evil's eyes. While harmal is also used in Arabic for another plant which is completely different plant, and its appearance is also different. So harmal is used for two plants. So this is another example just for information, but in your book blackbird example is mentioned. So common names, they have no scientific basis, while scientific names, they always give the proper definition to biologists, and biologists can understand. Like for fish, it is vertebrate. All the fish, they have fins and gills, but they have several common names, so we do not know which fish we are, or which group of species we are talking about: silverfish, crayfish, jellyfish, and starfish. So these names, they do not fit the biologist's definition. So we need the very specific name for it. Then we can understand that which species we are talking about. So therefore, binomial nomenclature system is used to assign scientific names, and each species can be identified with two words only. So genus and species, and same names may be used all over the world in all languages. So here some of the examples are given with the common name and their scientific name. These names may be asked in the multiple choice questions, and sometimes they will ask in short questions also. So Allium cepa is used for onion, and A.cepa can also be used, but please remember that in exam when they ask what is the scientific name for Allium, so you have to write full name Allium and cepa. Then starfish is there. For starfish, Asteris Rubens name is mentioned, or if it is written in abbreviation, then A. Rubens will be used. For house crow, Corvus is the genus and Splendens is the species. So Corvus Splendens can also be written in abbreviation form C. and Splendens. For P, Pisum, Sativum word is used. Pisum is the genus and Sativum is the species. For orchid tree, Bauhinia variegata name is assigned. Bauhinia is the genus, variegata is the species. For Homo sapiens, Homo is the genus and sapiens is the species. This name is used for human. And mustard plants, Brassica campestris word is used. Brassica is the genus, campestris is the species. For frog, Rana tigrina name is assigned. And these two names, they are in second chapter of the biology, but I compiled all of them so you can memorize it. Thank you very much.